The steelhead hold a great importance to the Nez Perce tribe, historically, spiritually.
Yeah, all right. Steelhead fishing's our number one seller. It's our most popular.
I think in the state of Idaho, people spend over $100 million a year fishing for anadromous fish, with steelhead probably representing 75% of that spending.
Fish on, fish on.
The sportsmen, the anglers, the hotel owners, the gas station owners, everybody relies on these fish here. There's restaurants that have closed because we had a bad year.
"2015 is a great example of how climate change affects fish.
It was one of the hottest summers on record.
When they left the Snake River as juveniles in 2015, it was a very warm summer, had very low flow, and they had not very good survival through the 8 dams and the 500 miles to the ocean.
There was a phenomenon out there called the blob, and it was the ocean was 6 degrees warmer than normal. So when they got out there, you know, there wasn't much food for them to eat.
When we refer to the blob, we're talking to this particular dark red area here in this map. The temperatures we saw in this blob were warmer than anything we've seen before. It's about 6 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than what we typically see. Now that might not seem like a lot to you and me, but to an animal that has to live in this, it can make a very big difference.
Well, we had to refund $50,000, and basically everybody dropped out. There wasn't a single group that stayed in. It was a big effect.
Climate change is greatly affecting not only the fish runs, but the environment as a whole.
It's scary, it's concerning.
Well, for sure, you know, things are warmer. These fish thrive in colder water, so anytime that, you know, you got a warmer ocean and then combine that with a drought that doesn't have any runoff to push the babies out, you know, it's definitely a big effect. Well, they reopened it, and still one of the lowest returns ever. I think the lowest in 40 years.
We need to discuss climate change now because it's happening now. And I'm a part of it. We're all a part of what's happening. So we all got to be a part of the solution.
It's one of the greatest things of Idaho. It's the best steelhead runs in the world. And this river right here could be the very best steelhead river in the world. It's huge for Idaho.
Folks here have been catching these steelhead forever, and they want to continue to do that. So obviously it impacts the fish, but it also impacts the economy and the people that live here. Sportsmen, tribal fishers, all the communities will be impacted if this continues.